Palworld is a game where humans and pals can work together and produce the greatest of things. Like a handgun. Palworld is disguised as having this cute little exterior with all these cute little Pokemon, but behind that veneer, it's super unhinged. So we are going to be looking at the most unhinged descriptions of Pokemon. I mean, pals. Don't sue me, Nintendo. In this game. So let's get started. Number 6, for example, on, you know, that name. Using its own body water, this pal can create waves anywhere. Cool, nice, wow. What a cool, like, feature. Definitely not ChatGPT generated. It body surfs when in a hurry, but the resulting speed often ends in a fatal collision. Fatal collision. Long ago, this pal used long objects like tree branches as weapons. However, it found something slightly more effective. Guns. And then we got Pangullet, number 10. The feathers of this pal have all but disappeared, but sadly its desire to fly has remained as strong as ever. Even now, it tries to fly again in any way it can. Like, that is messed up. A strange pal with a body resembling tree sap. It gradually loses strength if it has nothing to cover its body with, eventually rotting away. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset if that happened.
Definitely not the worst Pokemon in this game.
And then, you know, sometimes you don't even have descriptions. You just have a Pokemon. I mean, a pal. That the name is just, it supersedes any description it could have. This pal's name is Depresso. Okay, so this is Daydream. Say hello to Daydream, everyone. It puts those that it is interested in to sleep and shows them an endless stream of happy dreams. Those who fall into its spell are never to wake up until death takes them. I mean, this one just straight up murders you. Like, I don't even want this Pokemon anymore. My guy looking like Pumbaa out here. If you find Nox hair in your bedding, you should always leave it where it lays. Picking it up is a one-way ticket to a never-ending night. I don't even know what that means. This one's pretty similar to Daydream, I guess. Alright, this one is a little wild. Its hard tail does not deteriorate when cut off. Some believe these severed tails to be good luck, but for the innumerable Mao who were poached as a result, they were anything but. Don't look at the 6 out of 10, okay? This one is straight up cursed. Milk pours from this pal like water from an open faucet, regardless of its gender. It's truly a mystery of life, although this mystery may be better left unsolved. Yeah, we're gonna go to the next one now. Oh my god, this one tops everything so far. This is unhinged, the Pokemon. The pal, alright, the pal. Pokemon, pal, Digimon, they're all the same. So this Pokemon's name is Hang You, alright? Just, you know, hang you. They didn't even try hiding it. Its gigantic arms can rip apart even iron. As a particularly cruel form of execution, serious criminals would be strung up in a public square and a hang you would tear the skin right from their bones. Did this really need to be in here? It looks so cute and innocent in the picture. Almost all of these Pokemon do. And then when you read the description, you're like, I don't know anymore. This is what they use in North Korea is all I'm saying. All right. This one's not too bad. I thought it was kind of funny. So this one's called Woolly Pop. Its entire body is 18,000 times sweeter than sugar. Carnivorous pals lured by its scent will find themselves overwhelmed by sweetness and can even pass out should they take a bite of this pal. I mean, that's a pretty good self-defense mechanism if you look like that in the wild. This one's a little messed up and it's like one of my favorite Pokemons so far in this game. Pals, okay, pals, whatever. The one who possesses the most impressive antlers becomes the leader of the herd. And then we come to this. If their antlers are broken, they become depressed and leave the herd never to be seen again. Whoever's got ChatGPT on sad mode, on dark mode right now, like, relax, all right? You don't need to put this in the game. Oh, this is super messed up. So this is Nightwing, right? Pretty cool Pokemon just based on its appearance, its attacks and stuff. And then you read this. It carries newborn pals to nest them and raises them as a surrogate parent. Aw, how cute. Once the baby pal has fattened up,
it haunts them.
Here we go. We found another murderer. In the dark of the night, this pal snatches prey to bring back to its territory. What happens to those poor souls afterwards isn't too hard to imagine. I mean, look at him. He looks like demonic. I would expect a description like that from this guy. Not from Cativa. This one just shows how messed up in the head these creators were for these descriptions. So this one is Dumud. When too relaxed, its reaction time drastically declines. Okay, like, that reminds me of like a Slowbro from Pokemon or something. It's slow. slow. It's you know, it's the slow Pokemon. And then it says, even if it were sliced from head to tail, all right, why'd you have to go there anyway? It probably wouldn't even realize that it should be dead until the next morning. Like why? Was that really necessary? This guy who made the descriptions is just letting all his intrusive thoughts come out. This one's just unfortunate. Univolt. It used to be considered an emissary of the Thunder God and thus was not hunted by people. However, after witnesses observed one die from a lightning strike, its reverence faded and it quite literally fell into the role of a workhorse. How sad is that? I mean, people just made up a story about this animal, like made up a myth that it could survive a lightning strike. Like what creature on earth or this wretched world could survive a lightning strike? So then after the poor horse dies, they don't give it any medical treatment or anything, see if it's still alive. They're just like, oh, it's just a horse. Oh my god. Just because it has thunderbolts coming out of it doesn't mean it's immune to lightning. But it is an electric type, so what do I know, man? Oh, I guess I was wrong. And here you have it. A Dinosaur Lux can survive a lightning strike. This one's a little morbid. This is a Maraith. A Maraith? It relishes the peculiar scent living things give off when they are near death. If a Maraith has taken a liking to you, it's safe to assume that is why. Pretty much, this guy is like the Grim Reaper of pals. If you see him, you won't be seeing anything for too long. All right, this one you've probably already seen. It's probably on the S tier of cursed. This is Lavander. Number, insert meme here. Seeking a night of love, it is always chasing someone around. At first, it only showed interest in other pals, but in recent years, even humans have become the target of its debauchery. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Do you remember as a kid when you cried and your parents told you crying doesn't solve your problems? Well, this pal's the living embodiment of the opposite of that. So this is Flambell. When it starts crying, this pal produces magma in place of tears. The magma that pours out is absorbed back into its body, causing it to get hotter and hotter. The more it cries, the stronger it becomes. This is Azrobe, number 82. This pal's white ribbon turns black if doused with impure water. Given its usefulness in detecting poison, this pal was once overhunted. This past has left them bitter towards humanity. So what this implies is that they used this Pokemon and pretty much threw it into like polluted water or something in Nestle's like water factory. But not only that, they hunted them and then used its ribbon, which they could have done while it was alive maybe, and just tossed it into some water to see if humans could drink it. Okay, this one is called Raindrix. Its transparent cerulean antlers glow with the cold of absolute zero. Any who touch them with their bare hands are instantly frozen over and smashed to pieces. This is the reason I don't have any in my pal box. Alright, this one's kind of interesting. This one's called Bushi. Its body becomes a blade upon death to be taken up by the next generation. If someone other than a Bushi wields this blade, the soul within torments them until they are driven mad. So if you guys see a sword on the ground in this game, don't even think about it. Just leave it. Unless you're looking to make a new save. This thing is gonna come out of your screen and like possess you or something. That's also why I don't have him in my pal box. Moving on. This one's a little strange. This is Wumpo number 91. Researchers once tried to shave off its hair to reveal its true form. In the end, only hair was left, as if that was all there to begin with. A little spooky. Nothing too crazy. And this one is pretty much the same thing, except instead of hair, they replace it with grass. Very, very creative. Then we got Warsect. The ultra hard armor surrounding its body is extremely strong and heat resistant. Even a napalm blast would hardly leave a scratch. Why did they have to include that detail? Did this bug have to fight in Vietnam? Did they test the napalm on it? These are questions I want answers to. This one's in the S tier, boys. Alright, this one's called Menacing. Being made of pure energy, its insides are completely hollow. This pal crams still living prey into its hollow body, where it absorbs them. Hellish screams of pain can often be heard coming from inside this pal. So one day you might be walking your dog down the street, and then this thing shows up, eats you. You and your dog are both barking and yelling inside of it, but no one really cares because they think it's the monster yelling. S tier for sure. This one's definitely very original and not copied from anywhere. So this one's Shadowbeak, and it says unknown life form. Born from the depths of insanity, its very existence should not be. Having lost all genetic ties to other pals, one wonders if it could even be considered a pal. And then you see it has modified DNA. Like, this is definitely Zapdos, guys. Then last and not least, we have Astagon, a savage beast born of the abyss. Thou shalt not stand before the beast, thou shalt not heed the beast. What a nice and whimsical game we got here. There you have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you next time for probably a Monster Hunter video. Peace.